Hello and welcome to UTA Sports. I'm Camille Connor. The UT Arlington men's basketball team will be headed down to New Orleans this week after they secured the #1 seed in the Sun Belt Conference's men's championship tournament. Alejandro Jimenez was there to capture this special moment.
The final home game for the UTA men's basketball team was a matchup against the Troy Trojans. UTA came up short in the matchup earlier in the season against the Trojans, but this time would be different. It was an emotional night for fans as seniors Faith Pope, Drew Charles, Jalen Jones, and Jorge Bilbao played in their last game at home.
All four of our seniors were awesome tonight. The three of them had unbelievable offensive nights. Drew hit a couple of big threes as well, but then if you look at his defense and what he did against a guy who was absolutely on fire the previous time, he did an unbelievable job.
It was a special night for the team on senior night, as they went on to win by a final score of 82-67, led by senior Jorge Bilbao with 16 points. With the win, the Mavericks managed to finish out the regular season undefeated at home with a perfect 13-0 record.
Well, I think we're starting to see bigger crowds here, and that definitely helps. But I think, probably the reason why we're able to do it is the character of those seniors. I think it starts with them, and they set the tone defensively.
The win not only secured the Mavs an undefeated record at home, but it was also Coach Cross's 200th career victory, making him the winningest coach in school history. Though he still has many games to go, the last one of the season will be a tough one for him.
I'm not looking forward to that last game because I know I'll probably cry like a baby when we lose those guys because of what they meant to the program.
At the end of the night, the team celebrated after winning the Sun Belt regular season championship. This has been an amazing season for the Mavs, but Coach Cross wants them to take as much as they can out of his program, even after the season ends.
I want them to, have the same mentality that they've had on the basketball court in life, whether they go on to play professionally or they go into the real world and get a job, to have that.
Alejandro Jimenez, UTA News.
The Sun Belt Conference tournament begins this Wednesday and ends on Sunday. However, the Mavs won't begin play until Friday due to their first round bye. The Sun Belt Conference has released their postseason awards today at College Park Center. We have our reporter Harold Rogers there now. Harold?
All right, thanks, Camille. I'm over here at College Park Center. I'm here with Drew Charles here and talk about Media Day, about the upcoming Sun Belt Conference tournament. Well, Drew, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Well, with the conference tournament coming up, how's the feeling in the locker room?
Well, we're definitely more focused. We got knocked off our high horse against Lafayette, but I think it was the best thing for us, and we're feeling ecstatic and ready to play, ready to revenge ourselves.
You feel that there's any added extra pressure or anything like that going into the tournament, knowing that you may have to win the tournament in order to get a bid to the big dance?
I think we knew all along that we were going to have to win the tournament regardless if we went perfect or anything. It's just the way things work out, and I think we like the extra pressure of winning it all.
What do you think has been the biggest factor so far from this season to last season? Both competitive, but very different seasons.
The players being healthy. We lost some guys in the Sun Belt tournament that kind of hurt us, and then you add everybody from last year, then you add Hervey. So just the depth, because he had depths, and just all around, just play everybody's just helped.
How far do you think this team is actually go? People have been talking about how they can be bracket busters,
yeah,
or they can even make it all the way. What is your opinion on that?
Oh, man. Yeah, I want to say NCAA championship, but that's crazy. But that's just me being a player, and I don't want to set limits for ourselves. So if we defend like we're supposed to, and we can make shots, anything can happen.
The team's been pretty healthy, but they also been pretty banged up as well too.
Yeah.
How has everyone contributed on the team in one way or another?
If you look at it, if somebody's had a bad game, somebody has stepped up in their role and picked it up. The biggest guy that's helped us the most is probably Faith Pope. He brings so much energy off the bench. You've seen him. He'll fly through the sky and tip dunks. That just changes the momentum of a game. And just having somebody like Faith and Kalen also as well. Kalen, he drives to the basket. It's almost impossible to stop. So just having those two guys, and Julian's also another one. Nathan, he shut down. He was a big great defender on Georgia Southern when we played him. I mean, he tried to hold Ike Smith, and he did a really good job the second half. And just having those guys like that is just invaluable to the team.
And how has Coach Cross's take the stairs mentality, his mantra, work for the whole team?
I think it took us, like, you know, you kind of, at first, you're like, you know, what are you saying, you know? But after you really think about it, I mean, it's just like anything in life, you know. If you always look for the easy route, then you're most likely not going to get it. You know, you have to take the necessary steps to get there, and if you take these steps, then you're most likely going to achieve your goals. So I think it may sound a little corny, but it also has a lot of truth to it. And it's something that I'll take with me throughout my life.
All right, Drew, well, I appreciate your time
Thank you.
talking with us and everything. Good luck on the upcoming tournament.
Thank you.
Well, that's all that we have here from College Park. Harold Rogers, UTA News.
Thanks, Harold. If you'd like to know more information about the UTA Arlington men's basketball team or to see their tournament schedule, you can visit utamavs.com. The UTA softball team was scheduled to play 6 games in 4 days, which included the Maverick Classic this past weekend. Savannah Cole has the story.
The UTA Mavericks softball team faced the Southern Jaguars Thursday, taking the win 16-0. The Mavericks had an offensive explosion, scoring 11 runs in the second inning. Included with those runs was a grand slam by catcher Casey Everett. Head coach Christy Fox used 16 batters and 4 pitchers to accomplish the victory, and she talks about opening up her roster.
We really like to give all of our girls opportunities in the right situations, and I was really excited to see some of those players really step up and take advantage of those opportunities. Today was really about getting comfortable in the box and making sure that, you know, we're still learning every single day.
Friday started the Maverick Classic, in which the Mavericks split their doubleheader, winning against Incarnate Word Cardinals 7-1 in the first game and falling to St. Francis Red Flash 5-2 in the second game. Saturday continued the Maverick Classic with another doubleheader, first with a win against Incarnate Word 11-3. Pitcher Sam Montes pitched 3 innings with 3 strikeouts, earning her 3rd win of the season. The second game, however, finished with a loss to the Tulsa Hurricanes 7-0. After the last game Saturday, Coach Fox said doubleheaders are not easy for the team.
You know, I think that one thing that you notice about our conference, the Sun Belt, that's a little different than some of the Power 5 conferences, is they go 1 game a day over the weekend, and we play a doubleheader and a single, and that's why it's really important for them to understand early that we're going to have to play like this when we're actually in conference. So being able to stay focused for 2 games is really important, and we're still struggling to figure out how to do that.
Their final game of the Maverick Classic was another game against Tulsa. But when Tulsa was in the lead 4-0, the game was canceled altogether due to the weather, leading the Lady Mavs to finish this past weekend with 3 out of 5 wins. Savannah Cole, UTA News.
The next softball game will be on March 11th at 1 p.m. against Louisiana Monroe at Allen Sachs Field. For more updates on your Lady Mavs, go to the athletic website at utamavs.com. The UTA men's baseball team held their final game of the opening homestand last week, but they still weren't able to capture a win at home. Harold Rogers has more.
Last Tuesday, the Mavericks looked to secure a win and snap their winless streak at home. They played host to Dallas Baptist University in the final game of their opening homestand. Dallas Baptist got on the board first. They also padded their lead in the middle innings with timely hits and also with some help by some defensive miscues by UTA.
They've got to make the plays, they got to make the pitches, and they got to be the guy in the box that knows they're going to get it done, and we got to start getting it done. It doesn't matter who we play. It's a tough night to hit, the wind's blowing in, we got to do a better job of filling up the strike zone and competing a little better. I didn't think at times we competed well enough on the mound. And we got to do a better job of situational hitting, no doubt about it.
The Mavericks fought back with some offense of their own and even tied the game at 1 point. With one last chance in the bottom of the 9th with 2 men on and 2 men out, UTA had a chance but fell short in their efforts. Final score, Dallas Baptist 9, UTA 7.
We just have to do a better job. It's just playing good baseball all the way around.
Harold Rogers, UTA News.
The Mavericks remain winless at Clay Gold Ballpark, but they'll have another chance on March 10th against the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee to earn their first home win. The Maverick Activity Center allows students to be involved in a variety of intramural sports each year. Kun Kim has more on how students are joining the action.
There are so many events going on in campus this big. I especially found the students who make exercising and competition sound much more fun. They are attending UTA Intramural Sports event. UTA Campus Recreation is preparing many intramural sports events for the near future. This week's sports was basketball and badminton, just name a few, at the Maverick Activity Center. For this event, many students came to Maverick Activity Center to watch and participate in the sports event with their friends.
It's another way of exercising, socializing. I think there's a lot of benefits that come from it, and then, it's one of those things that you're making new friends. You're putting yourself out there, you're getting yourself around campus, because it's it goes we have a lot of different sports, and so you get to meet a lot of different people.
Through a variety of sports with friends, they can sweat and relieve stress together and meet new people in the competition process. It makes a better campus life for them. As you can see, there are many more intramural sports that are on the way, so you can make your team sign up and have fun. Kun Kim, UTA News.
For more information on intramural sports, you can visit uta.edu/campusrec. Our reporter Harold Rogers is still at the College Park Center as the women's team is now accepting their postseason awards. Harold?
Well, thank you, Camille. Well, we just got done wrapping up getting their awards here. We're here at the College Park Center at the media room, where I had a chance and the opportunity to find out some more information about how successful the season went, as well as what their feelings were going into the conference play here for the Sun Belt, where they'll be the second seed and they have a first round bye, and they'll be playing on Thursday, 5 p.m. at Lakefront Arena in New Orleans, Louisiana. Some of the awards that were given out were Rebecca Van Dyke had received first team honors in the Sun Belt Conference, as well as Sierra Johnson also received Defensive Player of the Year here at the Sun Belt Conference. And the feeling for the team is that they're very relaxed and they're looking forward going into the conference, and whoever they end up facing into their quarterfinal round, they plan on doing it with style and hopefully go on and continue on, win conference, as well as going on to the big dance and find out where they'll be at. But as far as we know, as soon as they find out who the winner is for their teams, then they'll be going at it at 5 p.m., as I said. So, but some of the feelings that Coach Gerlich had said is that they are enjoying this time as much as the transitions that they have gone. Their attitude is really great. They change up the game plan for every team for whichever team they may be playing. So, but all in all, it's been a very good time and a very successful season that they've had so far. Even with the last game as they played Louisiana Lafayette, hitting that last minute buzzard beater by Shelby Rich was very much an exciting time. So it's an exciting season that you had so far, and they're looking for an exciting Sun Belt Conference tournament play. So Camille, that's all I have here at College Park Center. So back to you.
Thanks, Harold. That's all we have this week for sports. I'm Camille Connor. Over to you, Christian.